I'm gonna take a shot at angel food cake recipe. If you don't know what it is, it's a high protein, basically made out of egg whites cake, which is perfect to play with. The only problem with it, it's a lot of sugar. So I'm gonna try to reduce sugar in this one. Actually, I'm not gonna use sugar at all. Will I succeed? I have only half a cup of cake flour. This one is much finer than regular flour, so perfect for this delicate egg white cake. If you don't have it, use all-purpose flour. Sift it. Quarter teaspoon of fine salt. And sift through a fine sieve. Instead of sugar, I am going to use this sweetener. It's a monkfruit. It looks, smells, and behaves very much like sugar. And I'm going to blend it finely. It should look like powdered sugar. This is 3/4 of a cup. Actually, I think that's too much. I will try just half a cup and let's see what happens. Removing 1/4 cup from here. And now let's blend it. And it should look like fine powdered sugar. Looks fine. Now I'm gonna sift it, just like the flour. And sift it again, the flour with the sweetener one more time. I have here 6 to 7 egg whites, about 280, 300 grams. And don't worry, we are not wasting our precious egg yolks. I have an idea how to use them in the second part of the video. So with an electric mixer, start beating the egg whites until foamy, and after that add 3/4 teaspoon of cream of tartar, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and 1 tablespoon of water. Beat until soft peaks form. And add sweetener and flour slowly. And mix until all combine. Just a few seconds, do not overmix. I am using this type of baking pan, and here are the measurements in centimeters and in inches. Now this is where I made a major mistake with this one. I did not line the baking pan with parchment paper, and soon you will see why it was a mistake. Bake at 325 Fahrenheit for 45 to 50 minutes. You can also divide the butter into muffin tins and bake them at 325 as well for 25 minutes. The smaller it takes less time to bake. Take them out and set aside to cool. It's better to remove them and then cool them some more. I love how small they are, just 2 bite size. And here's the angel food cake in a larger baking pan. And here's the difference between using parchment paper and not using one. Quick and easy. Or it's going to be a nightmare. And here's what not to do. Watch and learn. Bring in the big guns. Yep, this just sums it up. I'm going to show you how I create incredible desserts with this type of cake, but first let's see how to use the leftover yolks. So this is my medium stainless steel saucepan. Heat the milk over medium heat and bring almost to a boil. I am tweaking Food Network's Ina Garten's recipe by using 2% milk instead of whole milk. Almond or cashew milk can also be used. I replaced sugar with monkfruit sweetener, and I also removed butter from the recipe. Beat the egg yolks with sweetener until pale and thick, about 5 minutes. You can also use a mixer to do this. Sift on the cornstarch and stir until all combined and smooth. Depending on how satisfied you are with the consistency of the custard, you can adjust the amount of cornstarch. And I added 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And now slowly pour the hot milk mixture into the egg mixture. Pour the mixture back into the pan. Cook over low heat, stirring constantly until the mixture thickens. That's about 5 to 7 minutes. And pay attention because it will thicken and then quickly become scrambled eggs. And that's how it looks when it's done. While still hot, pour the mixture through a fine sieve into a large bowl. Optionally, you can stir in cognac, butter, and heavy cream, but that's up to you. Place plastic wrap directly on the custard and refrigerate until cold completely. Now that the custard has cooled, let's make some desserts. First, let's start with the cupcakes. Cut them in half. With the loaf, just slice it like so. And the cupcakes fit perfectly into a glass cup, so I am going to make single serve trifle by layering the cake with custard and berries. You can use any type of fruit you like. And you can do the same thing, like the trifle, in a big dish with the loaf. Or you can make these cool sandwiches. I made my strawberry jam or sauce, but I made it a little bit runnier. I added frozen strawberries. Fresh are okay too, but the sauce will be thicker. Monk fruit sweetener and cooked until juice is released. Then cooked for as long as it took to achieve a desired consistency. I cooled it down before using it. The recipe for this sauce is in the link below in description. Next, I spread it all over the cakes and let it sit for a few minutes, maybe even 30 minutes to an hour, so they soak up the liquid. And I put the custard on top, and there you go. I have a delicious, low-calorie dessert that you can enjoy every single day. You can also add some fruit on top if you like. And this recipe is great for all of you who are eating low-carb diets. If you have any other dessert suggestion, and I know you have plenty of ideas I've seen in the comments, please make sure you leave a comment below. And I hope you're gonna watch these 2 videos that I prepared for you, and I will see you on the next one.